Hello everyone, this is Nikhil and welcome back to our channel Nikhil's Learning World. So hope you are doing well and doing practice on previous sessions. If you have any doubts or queries, you can comment me on this session. And if you like these videos, please share with your friends and please subscribe this channel as well. So let's get started. So today we have the topic that is list and map in Kotlin. In previous session we have learned the arrays in Kotlin, right? Hope you are understand on that and in practicing this on programming, right? So today's is a list and map in Kotlin. In Kotlin, list and maps are fundamental collection types required for storing and organizing our data in a different way. Okay. So today we are going to learn about something even more useful and commonly used in the Kotlin development, which is collections. So in this episode we will especially learn about a list in Kotlin and map in Kotlin. These are extremely important because in the real world Kotlin applications developers uses the list and maps much more often this array than array. Okay, so let's get started. The list in Kotlin. So what is a list? A list is a collection that stores multiple elements in order in sequence. This means elements maintain the order in which they are added. Each element has an index. The index starts with the 0. In the previous episode we have seen that arrays, okay, and arrays start from 0. Okay, so in the similar way this list has an index and index start from the 0. For example, you can see here, if you want to store a name of student like a variable students equals to list of Rahul, Amit, Neha, these are the strings and we can store in a list. Similar way, in a previous session we have seen that arrays are you can store with the array of function, right? So in here list we can store by using the list of. So here the list contains the 3 elements. Index structure look like at the 0 index Rahul is here, and first index Amit, and second index Neha is here. So starting from 0 index means the size of list -1 will be the last element. Okay, so list allows us to store a multiple value in a clean and structured way. Okay, so next is immutable list. So in Kotlin we have provided the list can be immutable or immutable or mutable, right? So let's start with the immutable list. An immutable list means the list cannot be changed after it's created. For example, if we have stored any values and we don't want to change that value while runtime or execution time, so that time we can use the immutable list. For example, val number equal to list of 10, 20 and 30, but we don't want to change that value, so we can define as a immutable. Okay, so this is a mutable data, right? We cannot add elements or we cannot remove that elements, and if you want to try to add that elements we will get an error. Okay, so immutable list usage useful when we want to data should not be modified. It should be the read only, that time we can use. But mutable list it's talk about the mutable list. Okay, so mutable list allows us to modification. We can update or we can modify that particular list of set. Okay, we can add, remove, update that elements. For example, you can see here mutable list of 10, 20 and 30 numbers, that is our list we can add as a 40, or we can numbers or remove as a 20. Okay, so while we print we will get as 10, 30 and 40. So mutable list are flexible or allow us to change in that particular set. Okay, particular list, sorry. So how can we access the elements? Just like an array, we can access a list of elements by using the index value. So in Kotlin, arrays, list, map, this type of data we can access by using the index. In this example, you can see here the list of apple, mango and bananas. This list of elements we can access with the index like 0, 1. You can see in the output window apple and mango will be print. Remember that index always start from 0. Okay, so how can we get the getting size of list in the Kotlin? We can get or we can fetch this size of a list by using the size operator, size property, right? For example, you can see value number equal to list of 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so numbers dot size, so whatever the size of that list, it will be written in the integer format. Okay, so in the output window we will get the size of a list as a 4. Okay, so looping, we can do looping as well in the list. So every often we can need to print or process the all element inside a list. Let's see a different way to loop throughout the list. In a previous session, I think we have seen the array by using the different way method. One as a for loop, for each. A similar way we can fetch or we can retrieve the list of elements by using the for loop. Okay, for example, you can see here for in atom in fruits. So atom is an index and fruits is a list. Whatever the list we can fetch by the index value. So you can print that elements of list. Okay, this prints every elements in the list. So second method is using index. Okay, so in array we similar way we can iterate the arrays by using the indices, right? So in the same way we can iterate the list of elements by using the indices. So for example, for index in fruits dot indices, so in println fruits is our list and with the index I is an index, you can any name you can change as a I, indices, index, whatever you want to use the name you can use that there. Okay, so here we can access the elements by using the index. So third one is a for each, very simple and very less code is we can use here. Another modern Kotlin approach is for each. Okay, for example, fruits is our list. Okay, so fruits dot for each and it will be written in the it. So it refers to the current element, whatever the current element for that list it will be written. Okay, so in this way we can iterate the list of atoms. Okay, so next is useful functions. Similar way the list provide us predefined functions as we can see in early Kotlin arrays. Okay, so arrays also share the different types of predefined functions. So same way list has the same functions like add, update. We need to add the elements. For remove, we can remove the element by using the remove function. So contents, it will be check the if any elements you want to exist or not. You can check with the contents function. We can sort the elements. If you want to sort the particular elements by using the list, you can sort with the sort function. For example, you can see here numbers equal to mutable list of 5 3 8 1. These are the mixed elements in order, not sorted, right? So we can sort by using the sort function, numbers dot sort. So in the output window you can see 3 5 8 with the sorted elements. So next is map. Okay, so let's now move to the second topic, that is which is map in Kotlin, right? So what is map? Map is a stored data in a key and pair values. Okay, so you can compare with the JSON and JSON arrays. Okay, so that stores in the key and value format. So same way the map will store the key and value format. Okay, so instead of using the indices, we can map use with the keys to access the values. For example, you can see here student equal to map of name equal to Rahul, age equal to 21 and course equal to computer science. Okay, So if you want to access the name, how can we access the name of that uh, name of that map student? Okay, so you can access with the name, that is a key value pair. Okay, so key name is a key and value is as a role. Okay, so map every is useful when the data has label or identifiers. How can access the map values? Yes, we can access the map values by using the keys. Keep in mind. Okay, for example, you can see here student name. Name is a key. Whatever the value in a against that key, it will be written. Okay, similar way student age. Whatever the age value stored that key, it will be the written. So you can see in the output window Rahul and 21 will be print. So next is a mutable map. So what is that? So just like a list, map can also be mutable. Okay, so for example, student equal to mutable map of name Rahul, age 21. Okay, so in the output you can update that, right? So mutable means runtime we can update that particular values, or immutable means we cannot change that values. If you want to try to update that values, you will get error. Okay, but in mutable you can update that values. Okay, so in the output you can see here updated values, Rahul, age and city will be updated here. So mutable map allows us to add or modify that values. Okay, keep in mind. So next is a looping throughout map. So we can iterate throughout the map using loops. Okay, so for example, key value in student. So key, dollar key and dollar value, whatever the student have keys and values, that will be print. Okay, you can also loop throughout only keys or only values. Okay, so we can differentiate between list and map. So let's quick difference here. List is always organized collection as compared to map, and accessing using the index in the list. But as compared to the map, map is always structured with key and values, whatever the values stored against the keys. And as compared to list, we can access the map values by using the keys. That is the main difference in between list and map. So this is our today's overall session on the map and list. Hope you are understand on this and clear the concepts. So in this episode we will learn what is list, immutable versus mutable list, accessing looping throughout list, what is map, key value, data structure, mutable and iterations, right? So these collections are very commonly used in real world development. Okay, so in the next session we will see taking user input in Kotlin. Hope you understand on the today's session. If you have any queries or any doubts, you can ask me or in the comment section. And if you like video, please like and subscribe if you don't have subscribe this channel, and also click on the bell notification so you will get upcoming session notification on your device. Okay, so thanks for watching and see you in the next video.